So once upon a time, there was a time where Todd Bowley and Magda Bali were jointly in total control of everything that Chelsea were doing. You would see Todd Bowley every week at Stamford Bridge trying to do everything that he has to do to get a result for Chelsea Football Club. That isn't the case now. Now, Todd Bowley seems to have taken a little bit of a back step in the operation and running of Chelsea Football Club, whilst Baghdad Bali does that job full time for Chelsea Football Club. What are the owners of the club thinking? Are they really worried about the current situation? What are they really saying about Mauricio Pochettino? Now, there's something I'll tell you. I've already seen the Poch out hashtag outside there. That's a waste of time because Chelsea is not going to start Mauricio Pochettino now. And I remember with a lot of reports I've seen from the English media and some of my connects in there, they have said verbatim that there is no way Pochettino is going to be started. He's going to go at least to the end of this season. And they want to see what he wants to build. Also, they believe strongly like players like Romeo Lavia and Coco could have made a lot of difference to Chelsea and where they are now in the season. Hence, there is no need to jump the gun. And I think that's the right way to go. Why do you sack a manager who's a project manager and then go in and bring another project manager halfway into a project? That's going to be the singular worst decision any sporting entity will take. And then I don't think that Chelsea are going to be sacked. Does Mauricio Pochettino has his priorities? Yes, he has his priorities. You see, so in preseason, hey guys, so just before I go on, thank you very much for choosing me. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I'm grateful that choosing me on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Let me have you. Let's have all of our discussion. Let's talk a lot of football here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Now, let's get to the substantive matter here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. If you've not turned on notification, I think you should turn on your notification now. It's important that you turn on your notification. I will see you very, very soon. But yeah, let's get straight into it. See, I think I was talking about Mauricio Pochettino, and I was saying that in preseason, he played in a particular style. He went the Arteta club, Pep Guardiola way, and went into a 3-2-5 shape in attack. And was very fluid, very, very good in a structured way, got the job done. I did opine in the last video that one of the biggest issues that Chelsea had in the game against Manchester United was a non-existent numerical superiority in central areas. Chelsea did not have the extra legs in the middle of the park to win balls and then play forward. Albeit, it was just Caicedo and then Enzo Fernandez dropping forward, receiving the ball from the centre backs, and really not doing anything substantial with the ball. Because in games like this, when you are trying to play like that, you need to play a lot of short passes to open up the opponent and have spaces to play through them and then to dictate the pace of the game. This is something Chelsea did not do. Also, one of the things that was very evident in the game against Manchester United is that you see, Conor Gallagher is at the helm of everything Chelsea does with respect to press. I had said weeks before that Chelsea essentially were pressing the same way that Manchester United were pressing. The only difference between the reason why Chelsea were successful in their press was that Chelsea had a lot of intensity in their press, which was triggered by Conor Gallagher. In a game against Manchester United, in Conor's absence, nobody. Again, Moise Caicedo is supposed to set the tone for press and dictating of the pace from central areas, but he failed to do that job again as well against Manchester United, and Chelsea were found wanting. But there are clear reasons why this has to happen going forward. And first of all, I'm talking about the importance of somebody like Badiashile in a team. Benoit is an integral part of the team, and he needs to be playing every game that Chelsea sets us to play. You want to get the best out of him from left CD, especially if you're playing Levi Cole and left back, and you're getting a proper right back in resumes to morrow the touchlines, bump down there and come back, and then come inverted sometimes and get a job done. Again, I think that it's high time that Thiago Silva sits on the bench, and then a proper right-footed centre back gets in there. I don't even think it's as good as Sassy, so maybe until Axel the Sassy gets there, or maybe until Wesley Fofana gets fit, we can still make do with Thiago Silva. But there are real problems, and once Nkunku gets back, he's going to play every game because Chelsea lack options in terms of central creativity. The only glimpse of central creativity the team has is from Cole Palmer when he comes inverted. But that isn't sustainable because how many times has Cole Palmer come inverted? How many times does he use those balls to come inverted to play those games? You need more in terms of central creativity. Chelsea are going to play against Everton, and then you know they are going to sit at home, frustrate you. It's a Sondage team. How do you break down a Sondage team? It is literally impossible. It's impossible for Chelsea to beat Everton at the Goodison Park because it is Sondage. So that's the king of the dark art of football. How do you get his job done? The dark art of football is harnessed, it's known by Sean Dyche, and he gets the job done. How do you go and break them down? They have been deducted 10 points. They are angry. They are angry lions and lionesses in there at Goodison Park, and they're going to make it very difficult for you to get any win against them. Now you go there and then you are failing to get a job done, even against the big boys. How do you get this job done? You need a lot of central cutting edge and central creativity. And at this time, it is only Cole Palmer that gives Chelsea that. And that's why it is worrying. That is why it is really, really worrying, given how Chelsea wants to play and given how they've been playing in recent times in the English Premier League. And they need to do more. They need to do more. There is a lot that Chelsea needs to do. And I think that it starts with Mauricio Pochettino. There is no way he's going to tell me his squad is fatigued now. There's a lot to do. Without Conor Gallagher, Romeo Lavia has to be recovered as quickly as possible. He needs to get into the team. He's the one player I've said consistently here that gives the team that urgency, intensity, and aggression in the middle of the park to push the boys. But if he's not there and there is no Conor Gallagher, there's no aggression, there's no urgency from up top. Cole Palmer is a more lethargic right winger, central CA, and same for Raheem Sterling, doesn't really do a lot. See, there's another one thing I've seen. All the things that you need to know as a fan. Chelsea's wingers also do not help the fullbacks. Raheem Sterling doesn't drop back to come and help the fullbacks any better. He's only always high and wide up there, waiting for the balls to come. Sometimes he also misuses those balls when they come. Jackson does a good job defensively. Mihailo Modric not good enough in terms of defensive positioning, and how the things he adds to the team. It's so low as it stands now, and he needs to do more. I'm talking about Mihailo Modric. I do not know why a player like Mihailo Modric is getting all the chances, but then Noni Madueke isn't getting a chance. It's a high time someone like Noni Madueke gets a chance and gets the job done. It's important, given where the team are coming from. It's important, given what the team wants to do. It's important, looking at exactly where the team wants to get to. And you are getting to that part of the season where this is so important. So important. You look at what Chelsea wants to do, the kind of players that they are bringing in January. Which players are you thinking of bringing in January? Nathaniel Chalobah may go. It's very likely that Thiago Silva's contract will not be extended in the summer. But apart from that, what else do you want to do with the team? And I'm thinking that yes, they'll be patient with Mauricio Pochettino, but it's high time he took the few things. It's high time he gets quicker in recovering all of these players. I think that Poch out is unfair and it is far-fetched. It's too early to talk about stuff like that. There are a lot of things to do in the club, and that will have to wait till May in the summer to get those jobs done. And it is very, very important. And that's exactly why the team needs to be patient. But you see, that game against Everton, I keep on thinking and asking myself, how are they going to break down Everton at Goodison Park? How are Chelsea going to break down Everton? Because Everton, even away, are difficult for you to break down. How do you go there and break them down? When they sit in a low block, in a mid block, sometimes when they come and press you and then they drop deep and then they allow you have the ball, how do you intend to break them down with those left and right half spaces? How do you tear them apart? It is so important in such a game, and Chelsea needs to do a lot more about it, rather than that conversation about Poch out and all of those things. It's very, very important. And I'm very confident that this weekend against Everton, Armando Broja is going to start in that game. It's important that he starts. So I really do think that it's high time Armando Broja gets the shout in this team and starts games. It's important. I think it's important, especially if it's fully fit. And if you look at Chelsea's communications with respect to and the pre-match press conference that Mauricio Pochettino has done, he's not giving any indication Armando Broja is not fit. And if he's not fit, if he's fit, then it is time for him to get into games and start and be very impactful. I think that he offers a little bit more in terms of presence in the box. When you send a lot of crosses in the box, you need a lot of box presence. And Armando Broja offers the team that box presence. That's very, very important to have in this day and age in the English Premier League that Chelsea are in. And they need to starting it. Pochettino needs to do more to start him in such a game. It's very, very important in that game in there for Chelsea and everything that they want to do. But yeah, guys, whilst you're going on that, there are a lot of games this weekend in English Premier League and across the leagues, and I'll run it through them. I'll do a quick analysis on them, and then of course we will make sure that we talk about all of these things. Whilst we do this stuff here, you should understand that I'll add some betting picks with you, so you stick and stay, you go ahead and then make sure that you get a job done. Tonight there's a big game going on in the Italian Serie A, and I've told you that I'm a big fan of Calcio. and Juventus are staying at home to play against Napoli. Juventus are a very, very difficult side to beat in the Italian Serie A this season. Whoever comes home, it's difficult for them to get it. The last time Inter were there, they managed to get a draw. Juve have a very good three at the back system where Bremer is at the back with Rugani, and they seem to be very good on the ball to playing out from the back. Fagioli, even when he's absent, with Chiesa's returning to the team, they are playing very well, they are creating very well centrally. You look at what Rabiot is giving them in the middle of the park. Sometimes Weston McKennie comes out, and of course Dusan Vlahovic up top. It is a team that is fit. I have issues with Walter Mazzari. I don't think Walter Mazzari is the one that can really take Napoli where they want to take them. Yes, in those days when Napoli were doing all of their brilliant stuff with Marek Hamšík and then Higuain, even before Sarri came in, it was Walter Mazzari that did the job. But I really do not think that Mazzari is the one that can take them further, and I don't think that they can win this game. So that's it with a game of Juventus versus Napoli that Juventus are playing at home. Real Betis are staying at home to play against Real Madrid. It's a critical week in the Spanish La Liga. You look at exactly what Real Madrid are giving these teams, what Real Madrid are doing this season. They tend to get the results done. Playing away at Betis against Manuel Pellegrini's side is a tricky one, but I'm still thinking that Madrid should get a job done, given that they want to play. It's a compact Madrid side, and I think that for Ancelotti, I consistently speak about the importance of functionality of teams as compared to positional play. It's very important to get a job done, and Ancelotti does it brilliantly well, which is functionality. Liverpool over the weekend are going to play against Crystal Palace. It's a tough game away at Selhurst Park. Roy Hodgson is under a lot of pressure. Giants scoring more. They have issues in terms of creating chances. Liverpool on a high fly. I think that Liverpool double chance going away to London against Crystal Palace is one that you can give them, and I'm sure they'll get a job done. Brighton against Burnley. This is an all goals affair, and over 2.5 and over 1.5 at the Amex. Brighton will score some goals. Burnley are also on fire these days. They're going to score some goals in there, and I think Brighton are going to do a very, very good job for them. Manchester United are playing at home to AFC Bournemouth. The Manchester United straight win. They will continue that very good form. They will catch up on Spurs this weekend. They're playing some good stuff, and I think that Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag, like I said, they just need to get the intensity. In terms of balance, they have some sort of it. They have some control in that regard. It is really about getting the job done with intensity in their press, winning the ball back, creating some very good chances, and then getting the job done in there. Of course, in the Spanish La Liga also, Barcelona on Sunday will be playing a big one against the team that's called Girona. Very, very important one. Inter is expected to win against Udine, and then a Milan double chance against Atalanta in Bergamo. Very, very important one in there for them. Everton will be playing Chelsea. Manchester City will be going away to Luton. They'll be frustrated, but I still think Manchester City will get a job done in there for them. And Barcelona also a big win, hopefully, against Girona. It's going to be a tough one. I think that game is going to be goals, maybe an over 1.5. Thank you very much for choosing your Fiifi-Manfred. I'm grateful to have you here. I'll see you. Bye.